Hi there, my name's Josh French and I'm the Director and Sports Chiropractor at Chiro, and today we're going to film a monthly MOT checkup for a horse rider that's complaining of pain through the right hand side of her mid-back. Alright, well let's start by just testing for your movements again and seeing if we can identify any movements. Obviously rotation is probably going to be painful. But if you face that way, so if you bring your head down towards the floor and bring your head all the way up towards the ceiling and back to the middle, and if you turn your head towards your left shoulder and your right shoulder, okay, back to the middle. Were any of those movements kind of causing any tension or pain through that mid-back area? No, okay, good. So bring your left hand behind your back to touch your opposite shoulder, and then bring your hand all the way over behind your head to touch your upper back. Good, okay, good movement. And then the right hand behind your back to touch your opposite shoulder, and then all the way over behind your head to touch your upper back. Yeah, good. Any pain or tension with those movements? No. Good. If you try bending forward as far as you can comfortably go, touch your toes or... Yeah, good. And back up again. Try bending backwards as far as you can go. Yeah, good. Any pain with those?
It's a little bit stiff going backwards.
Tiny bit stiff going backwards. Okay. And then if you try turning towards your left shoulder as far as you can, so all the way to the left, your whole body, pelvis as well. Good. And the other side. Yeah, it's definitely a bit stiff there. So obviously, was right rotation more painful or was left rotation more painful?
Left was more painful, that was more like...
More stiff. Okay. Right. Could I please get you lying on your front facing the floor? So what we'll do is just have a feel through some of the muscles and joints. How's it feeling there?
Yeah, just tender, I guess.
Yeah. Is that a similar place to where you feel it when you're mucking out and when you're rotating?
Yeah, kind of, but I don't really think about, like, when I'm looking out, I think about it, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, I do it quite a lot, and it just kind of, it's a bit like muscle memory, almost.
Yeah. A little bit stiff on the left side of the pelvis. Was there any pain as I pressed down through there?
No.
No, good. Could I get you to keep your legs straight and try lifting one leg at a time as high as you can away from the bench? Okay, and the other side? And the left side again? Okay, it's definitely a bit stiff there. Was there any pain as you tried lifting those legs up?
No.
No, okay, good. Okay, well let's start by loosening off through some of those joints through your mid-back that have become too stiff and too restricted. So, if you could take a breath in and all the way out. Good. How'd that feel?
Yeah, okay.
Good. Nice and crunchy. We need to do the same thing a little bit lower down. So if you take a breath in again and out. Good. And I'm just going to do a little bit of pressure release through some of the muscle tension through this area. So how does that feel there?
Yeah, okay.
Whereabouts was your competition on at the weekend?
Still in Headley, so nice and...
Oh, very easy.
Yeah.
Do they do loads of competitions then?
Not loads. They kind of have like seasonal things.
Right. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit stiff there. So could I get you to turn your head to your right shoulder? Yeah, good. So I'm going to hold your head still and then just give a little flick towards your shoulder there. Good. And back to the middle. Let's go to the other side. So if you turn your head to your left shoulder. Good. Back to the middle.
Thinking about it, when my back's really bad, like in the mornings working out, when I ride, it doesn't hurt as much, which is odd.
Okay.
It hurt more when I was riding. But
Yeah.
it's like the one time
That you don't feel it at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's 'cause I'm not thinking about it, or.
Yeah, you're kind of focusing on a different thing, and okay.
Or I don't know, maybe I'm more focused on my posture.
Yeah. But also for the rib joints, they won't really be under too much stress or strain in that position or with that activity. Whereas with a rotational movement, as well as obviously having to carry a big load through that movement, they won't be too happy with that after a while. So I guess it's kind of more and more evidence that certain activities are kind of aggravating it, whereas others you're able to cope with the activity without really noticing it too much. Right, so let's just wiggle you around a bit. So hold on to your elbow there, bend your top leg. Good, just going to move you a little bit closer. So I'm going to roll you around a bit more towards me and then give a bit of an impulse towards the floor. Good. How's that feel? Good. So if you bring this hand this way, hold on to your elbow, bend your top leg and straighten the bottom leg. Good. A little bit closer. So around we go. Good. Okay. Can I get you lying on your front again? And let's retest your movement. So if you keep your legs straight and try lifting one leg at a time as high as you can again. And the other side. And the left side again. Okay, looks a bit better. How does it feel for you?
Yeah, tricky, but it doesn't hurt or uncomfortable.
Okay, so it's still a bit harder to lift than the other leg. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit tight in here as well. What we're going to do is do a bit of release with movement then. So please can I get you lying on your right shoulder again? Let's wiggle that up. Okay, so I'm going to press and hold some pressure. As I do that, you're going to bring the knee towards you and then let the knee and foot drop to the floor and then bring the leg back to the starting position. Okay? So tell me if it's too much pressure though. So if you try that movement now, so bring the knee towards you and then let the knee and the foot drop down to the floor and all the way back up again. Is the pressure bearable or a bit much?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Good. So repeat that a few more times. Really good. All the way back up again. You might have a couple of thumb side bruises. Same again. Good. Okay. Just let your head rest in the hands there. Oh, that's actually moved really well. That's good. If I'm being really picky, there maybe is a little bit of stiffness through the right side, but the left side feels a lot better. So if we just relax that muscle there a little bit. Is that pressure okay then?
Yeah.
So are you competing purely in dressage or in eventing?
This is just dressage.
Just dressage, okay.
It's all a bit like scary and new.
Did you kind of used to do more eventing rather than purely dressage then?
I've normally done show jumping.
Oh right.
So I've done eventing once.
Yeah.
And yeah, dressage is relatively new. But I haven't got like the equipment, I guess, like the tack.
Right.
So it's all my stuff show jumping, so it's kind of a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
We do it, but it's not quite as easy as it could be.
Yeah, I bet once you get specific like that, the equipment costs skyrocket.
Keep promising myself I'm going to buy it, but everything else comes up in life instead.
Yeah. Must be hard to kind of teach the horse just an entirely different discipline as well.
Yeah, like it's kind of like half of it's there, but it's just building up the strength and balance in the horse.
Yeah.
To like hold himself and balance himself.
Sorry, I'll just
Yeah.
I take that before I start you accidentally. I'll put it on your shoe there. So I need to get a little bit of movement through the right side of the neck here. So hold the head here, and I'm just going to give a little flick towards your right shoulder. Good. Okay, please can I get you standing up? Okay, so if you bring your head down towards the floor, so just your head first, and all the way up towards the ceiling. Yeah, good. Back to middle. Turn your head to your left shoulder and to your right shoulder. Good. And then try bending forwards to touch your toes. Yeah, really good. And then try bending backwards as far as you can. And back up. And then try turning your whole body one direction. And the other side. Yeah, good. So how do those movements feel compared to earlier?
Easier.
Easier. And does that include bending backwards where you were kind of feeling a bit of a twinge?
It's not quite as tight, I guess. Or
Good. Okay, good. What you're going to do is basically pop the foam roller under your upper back here. You're going to put your hands behind your head, and your pelvis is going to start in the air a little bit. Your head's going to start towards the floor, and what you're going to do is slowly roll up the foam roller as you try to arch down towards the floor. And then once you get to kind of the start of your lower back, you just go up again, because you don't want to go too far down with it. You kind of want to focus on the area where you feel the tension. And as you do it, you might notice that you can feel a few clumps or cracks. That's nothing to worry about, that's just the joints kind of cavitating and moving a little bit. But yeah, the whole purpose is to get those mid-back spinal and rib joints moving a bit better to help reduce the muscle sensitivity around it and reduce the kind of muscle tension.
okay.
So yeah, do it for about 30 to 60 seconds, and you may as well just do it each time you're going to the gym at the moment, because that's the best time to mobilise everything ready for exercise.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, it would be better before, because it's going to help to prepare all the muscles and joints for exercise.
Okay.
Likewise, if you did get one on Amazon, they're only like a tenner, and it's something that you could do every day after work especially, because that way you're going to help to release the extra tension that built up that working day.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's up to you obviously.